It's a statement that is foolish, unintelligent, silly, or stupid. I shouldn't be riding my bike on the road. I mean, the road is for cars. That's an asinine statement. Uh-oh.
The correct statement is, roads are mostly designed for cars, but bikes are allowed to use them by law, and bicycle infrastructure is getting better. Slowly better. Very slowly better.
But I'm here today because I want to change your mindset a little bit about riding in traffic on road. I mean, there's bike path, but eventually you're gonna have to ride on the road a little bit. Now I think you should have the mindset of all cars want to kill you. Every single one. That sounds scary, right? Why would I do that? Well, if the opposite would be true, every car would try to avoid you to keep you happy and healthy, then you could ride wherever you want. You could ride in the middle of the road, ride next to each other. That'd be great. Yeah, you tell me where that place exists and I'll go there, because it doesn't exist. Yeah, the laws are the laws. You're allowed to ride in the road, but what is it gonna say on your gravestone? He had the right of way. He was allowed to ride there. You're dead, you're dead. So the mindset of everybody's trying to kill me is something that I've developed over the years, and it's worked well for me, because I don't assume anybody's trying to avoid me. Actually, I think they're gunning for me. That way, I am always ready and I'm always prepared. Here is an unfortunate, very sad and perfect example of what I'm talking about. There's an amazing bike path that lies just on the other side of this road to get out of town. But to get there, you gotta ride through traffic a bit. And, you know, it's big roads. And there's a white ghost bike. There's somebody who got killed on a bike here. So, if you think I'm being dramatic, I'm not. And there's the bike path. So the infrastructure is getting better here, but you're always gonna ride in cars. And one of my best friends actually got hit on a training ride in Germany. I remember it was like, oh God, we were so young. It's like 14, 15 maybe. And we were riding, it was a bike path, separated from the cars, it was in Germany. It was a great road, but eventually that road would go over the highway, and there was no bike path over the highway. We had to go on the road to cross the bridge to go back on a bike path. Now, there was a solid line between traffic, meaning cars aren't allowed to pass each other. So we were riding on the road, and my friend got tagged pretty hard by this little old lady in her car. I mean, luckily he was a good bike handler, so he didn't fall down, but he got hit basically from behind. She ran into his handlebars and he bounced off the car a couple times. And the lady pulled over after she crossed the bridge to see if we were okay, I guess. And of course we were kind of pissed off. I mean, but also happy that nothing happened. So we asked her, why the heck would you hit my friend? And she said, well, it was a solid line, I couldn't cross it. So she chose to hit the bike before crossing a painted line, an imaginary border that you're not allowed to cross. So she chose the bike over the line. And whenever these kind of things happen, we're the ones that get really hurt or dead. So I don't really play that game anymore as far as I have the right of way, it's the law, I'm allowed to be here. I don't care. they can say whatever they want because they're in a car and I'm on a bike. So I don't argue that fact anymore, because there's plenty of people are going to say the road is for cars. Still going to say it, even so the law. There's actually cops that have said that to bicyclists because they don't even know the law sometimes, which is absolutely clownish. Yeah, I have the mindset that I have because of the things that happened to me. I know I got hit once riding my bike to school. Somebody pulling out of the driveway, and I don't think she saw me, but she kind of plowed into me, wrecked my bike, wrecked me a little bit. It's not too bad, but if I would have assumed she's trying to kill me, I would have never went across that thing. I thought she saw me, she didn't. So that's why the assumption of murder is purely protective and coming from a good place. And it's not to freak you out, it's just to have a little bit of a watch out, man. Now I remember when I lived out in Colorado in Durango, I had like a guy in a pickup truck pull out. He was so mad. It was a dirt road, weren't many fucking people, there was nobody there. But my friend and I were sitting, riding side by side, but it was a big enough road. I mean, a side by side and could still go past. There was no cars coming up front, no whatever. Don't get me started. But he was so mad that he passed out, pulled over, stopped, pulled out a baseball bat, and was like, "I'm gonna swing at us." I mean, we're dumbfounded. That actually happened twice. It happened in Germany once too. It wasn't a baseball bat because they don't play baseball, but he pulled out a stick out of his trunk. I don't know why he had a stick in his trunk, but he was trying to, we were accused of spitting on his car, which may or may have not happened. I don't know. I didn't do it, but it was a group ride. He went past the group and he pulled over. He got mad. He's like, "You guys spit on my car." I didn't do it. I have no idea. But again, people are crazy, and you're always going to lose this battle on the bike. So don't fight, don't argue, don't be aggressive. Try to avoid being slaughtered and murdered. My God, this is an awful, depressing video. Now, besides scaring you, I want to also give you some helpful tips besides that. I would get a radar. Those are really super helpful. Gives you a little bit of heads up when cars are speeding at you from behind. Lights, obviously. Lights in the front, back. Become visible. Maybe don't wear a camouflage jersey. Not the greatest idea, but that's me. And then, yeah, don't let this stop you. I mean, I've been riding since I'm 12. So it's 40 years of bike riding, and I never shied away from any place and anywhere. And I ride on road, off road, in the woods, on the streets. I mean, I try to avoid the busiest roads. I mean, don't be a fool and pick busy roads. What's the fun of that? But sometimes to get to these roads, to get to the bike path, you have to ride in traffic once in a while. That happens, you know. So hey, if you're new to cycling, I hope I didn't scare the shit out of you just now, but it's real, and I'd rather have your mind work that way. And don't do this "I have my rights" because you're gonna lose that war. Well, you're gonna win the war, but you're gonna be 6 feet under. Great. So on that note, I'm gonna enjoy my ride now on this amazing bike path without any cars. Bye.